Good morning. My name is Kelley Kuhn, President and CEO of the Michigan Nonprofit Association. Founded in 1990, M&A is a 501c3 statewide membership organization that serves a large and diverse nonprofit sector through advocacy, services, and resources that support nonprofits to fulfill their missions. Thank you, Chairman Singh and the members of the committee for the opportunity to speak to you today on the impact of the federal funding freeze on the nonprofit sector and the communities we serve. M&A is deeply concerned by continued efforts to withhold federal funding committed to nonprofits and businesses and government entities. The ongoing uncertainty caused by the federal administration's broad and arbitrary freeze on funding erodes longstanding public-private collaborations. Nonprofit organizations share with governments a commitment to improve lives and communities. As you've heard, millions of Michiganders rely on nonprofits to support their health, safety, and well-being, especially when challenges arise. You have heard from several of those today. During a time when more than 40% of households in Michigan struggle with the costs of the basics, the charitable sector's role in driving job creation and economic growth is indispensable and unmatched. By addressing well-documented and data-proven gaps that keep people from fully participating in work, school, and every facet of life, nonprofits bring communities together to ensure that every person has a fair shot at reaching their fullest potential. This is necessary for stable communities, regional growth, and a strong economy. As has already been identified, it wasn't too long ago that we witnessed firsthand the importance of the nonprofit sector when it responded to the immediate effects of the pandemic. While yes, there were some resources to support the work, the demand on nonprofits has not let up, and some continue to see a rise in the number of people requesting their services, especially again in the issues of areas of health and human services, housing, and other basic needs. About 30% of U.S. nonprofits receive funding from government, amounting to $303 billion each year, according to Candid. These nonprofits, over 100,000 groups across the country, receive federal funds either directly or via pass-through entities. Losing federal funds hinders their ability to continue to serve their communities and sustain vital programs. According to the Urban Institute, Michigan nonprofits received a total of $4.6 billion in government grants. The recent report also estimates that 66% of nonprofits receiving from the federal government are at risk. Charitable nonprofits in Michigan number more than 41,000, and of those, 93% have revenues of less than $1 million. Nonprofits are vital to Michigan's economy, as nonprofits employ almost 11% of Michigan's workforce. They serve as anchor institutions in communities, both big and small, urban and rural, benefiting the health, well-being of our residents. Michigan's nonprofit sector is geographically diverse with nonprofit organizations in every county. They are addressing issues that impact families, children, seniors, veterans, and mentally and developmentally disabled individuals. Nonprofits, as has been stated, operate on very tight budgets. Most do not have large amounts of operating capital, and we estimate that most cannot survive a freeze or a pause for more than 3 to 6 months. When the news broke about the freezes, we immediately heard from Head Start programs, meal programs for seniors, services that support immigrants, homeless shelters, veterans programs, more specifically those helping with housing and accessing veteran benefits such as health care, domestic violence shelters, human trafficking survivors, farmland and farming projects, and others that protect our natural resources, just to name a few. The administration's attempts to withhold disbursement of dollars already committed by the federal government have already led to the disruptions in lives of working families in Michigan. We strongly oppose such broad and arbitrary action that without due process contradicts acts of Congress and upends the lives of everyday Michiganders throughout the state. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy to welcome any questions.
Thank you very much.